I don't know how to phrase this with accuracy. I've written I don't use forks, but more what I mean is I prefer a spoon when I eat now. I do still use forks. If anything, I don't use knives. I'll use like a fork and a spoon to cut things. But my favorite go-to utensil is now a spoon.
That's how it should be. It's like
that is, yeah.
But that is something that I didn't actually realize that much until we got together. Like white people, you go to their houses, the fork is the universal utensil.
A spoon is reserved for liquid.
That's crazy.
Like a soup.
That's so crazy to me.
Yeah.
The spoon, like the fork is pretty like essential for Asian households too, but we got the spoon too, like the spoon and fork.
Yeah.
And like pretty much we never use a knife.
Yeah.
But like, so if you're eating rice.
Yes, they would use a fork. And I also like to joke that maybe if they were at an Asian restaurant, they would use the chopsticks for the rice.
I'll just give it like an education for white people going to Asian restaurants. Because like I know sometimes like white people who know how to use a chopstick might flex like they might try to use the chopsticks for the rice and they're like trying to get that like 1 grain of rice.
Yeah.
We do use chopsticks for rice if rice is in a small bowl, right?
Yeah.
You know, you get a bowl and then you're like using it as like a bit of a shovel. You're shoveling it in your mouth. Otherwise, we will use a spoon.
A spoon.
Right? Use a spoon. There's a spoon there. You don't got to use the chopsticks at the restaurant, man.
The spoon scoops up the rice. But yes, the spoon should be used for everything because it's like a shovel. Say like a white person was having a curry or, you know, even whiter, like a chicken tonight. You know,
Canton.
Yeah, Canton. So there's a bit of chicken, but like it's not soup, but it's pretty liquidy sauce.
Right.
Like they would still use a fork for that. Get some chicken, get some rice, but the liquid just drips out of it. Like guys, we need to start using spoons. It just makes sense.
What the fuck, man?
But I never realized until I started dating you.
All
I would only use a fork and a knife.
Food items and you tell me whether you would have used a spoon or a fork.
Now or
in
my previous life as a whitey?
Previous life, yes, before you became Asian.
Yeah.
Like risotto then.
A fork.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I know.
I'm just trying to think, but we just went to Italy. If we had risotto, did they give us a spoon or fork? I can't remember.
I think they give you a fork, but I would try and get a spoon.
Okay.
Even pasta. Even long spaghetti, I try to get away with a spoon.
No. You need a fork for that. We would use a fork for that.
You do, but like sometimes if we've got leftovers and maybe there's a bit of like a spaghetti and then a bit of other stuff that I would use a spoon for, like I'd still just try and use the spoon for the spaghetti. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wouldn't get a fork as well.
Yeah.
I'd make it work with the spoon.
You know, now that I'm thinking about it though,
yeah,
I kind of see why white people primarily use the fork. Because besides from rice, which Asians are eating rice all the time, basically, I can't think of like your food is mostly for stabbing. Like if you guys, I don't know what you eat. Fucking salad, stab.
Yeah, but like
chicken, stab.
All right, what about like a penne?
That one
we would use a fork, but I now would use a spoon.
I feel like that one's like very borderline. You could go either way, but I would prefer a fork for penne.
You would?
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm more Asian than you. That's what you're saying.
When you're doing penne, you can like fork like an unlimited amount of penne as long as it fits on the length of the fork. When you're scooping up penne with a spoon, it's very hard. You get like
you get the sauce.
3 if you're lucky.
You get the sauce too.
No, well, that's the point of penne. It's got the ridges, so the sauce sticks to it, and you can jab it into the sauce.
Anyway, more white people should try using a spoon for things.
Yeah. If you're eating rice at the very least.
Don't use the chopsticks, guys.
Unless you got a small bowl.
Yeah, but even then, that's hard.
What? Shoveling it in? That's
I'd rather just use a spoon.
Yeah, what you do? Look, at the end of the day, also Asians don't really care what you want to use, as long as like you can use whatever. It's never going to be offensive to use whatever you want. You know,
I'm just saying, like, guys, it would make your life a bit easier if you just tried a spoon for some things.
Yeah.
Rather than a fork.
Yeah. I feel like it's actually very white to care about little things that don't matter.
Yes.
Because it's like, oh man, you're using the wrong spoon for that.
Yeah.
You know, you're supposed to use the outside stuff and go in. It's like, Asians would just be like, bro, just use anything, man. It's just food that's gone in your mouth.
Yeah. That's true. That's so true.